Welcome to Impact, a production of Lawson Lightning News Network. I'm Cliff Mitchell, your host, marketing director at Lawson High School. And this program is going to give you an inside look at the people, businesses, teachers, staff that are making an impact on Lawson High School and the 1,300 students we're entrusted with each school year. It's going to be a really fun opportunity to get to know the names and faces and businesses behind the scenes that are blessing our school day to day. And for this first episode, we have the honor of welcoming Dr. Zach Smith with Mappus Orthodontics and soon to be Smith Orthodontics. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
We're excited to have you here for the first show. And first, let's let the audience get to know you a little bit. How do you prefer me to address you? Just Zach today? Or?
Zach is fine.
All right, Zach.
So,
tell us a little bit about where you're from.
Oh, I'm just a country boy from a small town, Nebraska. It's a little town called Palmyra. Had about 500 people. Grew up on a little acreage with my brother, my parents, and my grandma lived next door with us. And so we enjoyed that. We drove into Lincoln, Nebraska for all of our schooling. It was a bigger program for bigger sports. Baseball was my number one go-to. Ended up playing basketball, football all through school. Also involved in the band, student council. Try to get involved as you could.
Right.
And had a great time there. After high school, went on to Independence Community College, played baseball there, and then ended up in Montana State with full-ride scholarship. And
Playing baseball?
Playing baseball, yeah.
What position?
I played third base and pitched.
Okay, had the arm come all the way across the diamond.
I could throw it a little bit, yeah, but back in the day. So,
okay.
Yeah, and I always kind of knew I wanted to be an orthodontist, so that was the goal. And after school, took a few tests, took a year off trying to study and better my resume there, and ended up in Louisville, Kentucky, where I went to dental school there for 4 years, and then I got matched up into St. Louis University for residency.
Wow.
And so I've been practicing for about 4 years now. And so
you said you wanted to go into orthodontics. What was the inspiration there?
So when I was 16 in high school, we took a test, and it was kind of, what should you do with your life type of deal?
Right.
And well, doctor was one of them. Well, I don't really like blood, and I don't really like needles. And so one of the baseball players on my team, his dad was an orthodontist. So I went and shadowed him, and really, really fun. You got to see people transform into being shy adolescents to, confident adults with a beautiful smile. And I thought that, if you can make that impact on someone's life, I mean, that's not a job. That's something that you want to do every day.
Well, that's
and
awesome.
So that's why that was my goal. And so here I am.
So tell us a little about your family.
Oh, I got a great family, very supporting. I don't get to where I am without them. I mean, I had a pretty simple childhood growing up. They were there every step of the way. They pushed me to do things. They wanted me to be the best I could. They held me accountable when I was wrong. And my brother is 2 years older than me, so he kind of he kind of gave me a roadmap of, what success looks like. And so
Right.
I just had to compare myself to him. I'm very competitive, helped me in sports, helped me in life.
Right.
And a lot of props to them for getting me to where I'm at today. So.
Right. Now, your family today, I understand, is also involved in the industry, right?
So my dad is a chief on the fire department back in Nebraska, and then my mom is a veteran service rep for the VA hospital. And then my brother, he does a bunch of ATM stuff over the whole East Coast.
Right.
And so, but my wife, however, she's an orthodontist as well in Nashville,
Okay.
Murfreesboro. And so
Okay.
hopefully maybe my son or my son and my daughter, hopefully maybe they'll get into it as well.
So 2 kids?
I have 2 kids, yes. My son is 2 years old. His name is Slade. And hopefully he'll be attending this school someday.
There you go.
And my daughter Ivy is 3 months old. So she's
Slade and Ivy.
Yeah, bless her, bless them. They're amazing. They're good kids. They got a long ways to go, but it's an enjoyment. I love being around them.
Savor it. That's the advice I give to a lot of young parents. Everything goes so fast. Just savor each phase.
Absolutely.
It's a blessing. My sons are not far from your age, and it makes me feel really old. I'm talking to a orthodontics that are someone that's purchased a business in Bellevue, and you're my boy's age. I'm like, man, I'm getting old. Yeah. So tell us about that, coming to Nashville and choosing to kind of make your career here and choosing Mappus Orthodontics as the practice that you were going to purchase and begin as your own.
Yeah. So, my wife and I, after residency, we moved up to Montana. I like to hunt and fish and do all kind of outdoor stuff. And so I dragged her up there. It was a little too cold for her. And then we blessed our first son into the world. And once we had him, we wanted to be around a little bit more family. And so We moved down to Nashville to be close to her family.
Right.
They're just up in Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And so not too far. And then we were working a little bit, and I've contacted Dr. Mappis a few times. I knew he had a great reputation in the community. Everyone loves him. And so you start thinking, hey, that's kind of where I want to be. I want to be
Right.
someone that makes an impact on the community, someone that's been here a long time. And he's been practicing for 30 some years now.
Yeah.
And he just retired, and luckily he chose me to take over the practice, and all of his staff stayed on with me. They're great. Absolutely love them. Couldn't do without them. And it's a blessing to be here. You know, it's a good community. Trying to leave my imprint now, but I got a long ways to go to live up to his shoes. So.
That's awesome. My own twin boys got their braces at Mappis.
Oh, did they really?
Yes, they sure did.
All right. They're wearing the retainers?
I don't think they are.
Oh, no.
So, but they look great. So he did a great job, and it was a wonderful experience. So I know that you'll do a great job of continuing his legacy of great service and family environment. So I'm excited about that. So, you know, when you and I got a chance to meet, just learning about the new business, and you were asking about the school and how you could be a part of the school, we talked about a lot of different areas, and I was blown away that there's like 4 different areas that you really wanted to invest, you know, into, and I'm going to list them if I can. We have football, we have our HOSA Health Science Club, we have the marching band, and girls basketball. Of course, you play football. Tell us about, of course, healthcare, we understand, because that's the industry that you're in. And then marching band. What did you do in the marching band?
Yeah, so I was a rank leader for saxophone. So I played the alto sax all the way up through high school, and I absolutely enjoyed it. It was just a great time to be out there. I love music, and it's a whole different group of people you get to meet, and I really enjoyed it. I don't play much anymore, but
Really?
I can still play a little bit.
I wish I had that gift. I mean,
Yeah.
I go by and listen to our kids all the time, and I'm like, oh, the gift I wish I had. My father was very musical, but not me. But that's pretty awesome. So when you chose to invest into this school, what was your goal in giving to the annual funds that you participate in? What's your goal with that?
Oh, there's no real goal to it. It's just one of those where I feel like if you have the ability to help people, you have the responsibility to do so. And anytime you come into a community, you want to leave your imprint on it. First, start with the kids. You know, help them out. You know, there's little things can go a long ways, and something that's just a little donation to, you know, maybe that kid gets to eat between a game, you know, between school and a game, or maybe that gets them a new instrument or something. That goes a long ways for that kid to grow up and to be a nice young adult. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously after meeting you, I see your enthusiasm about the school, makes me get excited. And then also knowing that my kids will be coming through here with my practice being here, we'll be looking for a house in the area, and someday they'll be here. So
that's awesome.
Maybe they'll be on the show.
And we did not ask him to show up with the Let's Go Lost Lightning t-shirt,
Yeah.
but he is sporting his support in the shirt today.
Yeah.
But we're thrilled to have you in the community. We're thrilled for your investment into these young people. You're a great example of a new business owner that's even said, hey, I'm all in for the local new Lawson High School in good old Bellevue, and we've received so much support. You're going to hear about a lot of people as time passes through the Impact Show of so many people that are investing in these young folks and so passionate about having a school back here in the community of Bellevue that was so vibrant from 1931 till 1980, and now that we're back, it's just been such a blessing for everybody. And I'm so thrilled that you're here. I'm grateful that folks are getting a chance to know you. Obviously, if you have orthodontic needs, this is a great man to take care of you. But I know you're not here for that. You're here because you're passionate about the kids.
Absolutely. And healthcare sometimes is overlooked. You know, when you're a kid, you get so busy, and you're playing sports, and you're doing your school, and your homework, and you're hanging out with your friends, you're learning to drive, and sometimes even dental health just kind of gets ignored. So it's something, hey, maybe we bring a little attention to it, and it's like, if you're ever in need, stop by. It's a free consultation. We can easily tell you all your dental needs that you have going on and help you out any way we can.
So you had a chance to come tour the school. You gained a passion. You're now involved in the Give to Lawson.com annual fund program. We're thrilled to have you. Folks, great man here. Excited for this to be our first show, and we're looking forward to many more just like this. You can get to know more people in the community, learn the coaches and teachers and staff that are blessing these kids every day. And thanks for tuning in to Impact, and we're excited to see you back on our next production.
about that.